Hi Taurus, this is Clara from Heavenly Declarations, and I'm here to do your June 2020 reading, love reading. This reading is going to look at how you see your partner, how they see you, how you see the relationship, how they see the relationship, and then how you view the relationship, where it's going, and how they view the relationship and where it's going. So I have pre-shuffled and pre-saged, and I'll continue to shuffle just to get Taurian energy into the cards for June 2020. Taurus for June 2020. Taurus, June 2020. Okay. Let's see. How does Taurus view their partner right now? How does Taurus view their partner right now? How does Taurus view their partner right now? How does Taurus view their partner? Alright, too many. How does Taurus view their partner right now? Thank you. Okay, they view you as the Five of Wands, so they see maybe there's been some conflict between you and you're maybe standoffish or on guard with your partner, so that's how they are viewing you right now. How does Taurus's partner view the relationship? How does Taurus's partner... Okay, so they view the relationship as stable, although there has maybe been some conflict. The Four of Wands is about celebration, it's about stability, it's also a twin flame card. So they view you as a stable person, they view the relationship as stable, but as I say, with the Five of Wands, perhaps there's been some conflict, but we'll dig deeper and find out what this conflict may be about. It could be that perhaps you they'd like to settle down, or you would like to settle down, and maybe there's some differences of opinion with what you would like in a relationship. Let's see how they view. How does Taurus's partner view the relationship heading? How does Taurus's partner view the relationship heading? Where do they view the relationship is heading? Thank you. Okay, so they view the relationship heading as the Fool energy. So this is the first major arcana in the tarot deck. So perhaps they're seeing you as wanting to have a new start. Perhaps they see you wanting to move away from this conflict. Although there was some stability, but perhaps they view you as wanting to move on now. Let's see how you view your partner, Taurus. How does Taurus view their partner right now? Okay, so you view your partner as the Hermit in reverse. So after some reflection, after perhaps this conflict, you view them as trying to come out of the hermit mode. But we'll have a look further and see, where does Taurus view this relationship heading? Where does Taurus view the relationship heading? Where does Taurus view the relationship heading? Where does Taurus view the relationship? Oh, thank you. They have the Two of Cups in reverse. So they see you as the Two of Cups in reverse. So they see this as perhaps a failed love connection. Two of Cups upright is equal give and take, equal love, equal reciprocation, wanting to be together. When it's in reverse, this is usually when something is not going correctly in the relationship. So perhaps the relationship has ended due to the Five of Wands energy and there was conflict, perhaps about a stable relationship, and perhaps somebody didn't want to be in a stable relationship. Perhaps somebody wanted to be more carefree with the 4 energy, which has caused your love connection to flip on its head, basically, and not going the way that one of you wanted it to go. Let's see where they view the relationship as heading. Thank you. They see this relationship as not completed. There's a cycle that hasn't finished within this relationship. So perhaps there was some discussions that needed to be had, and the conflict with the 5 of Wands hasn't been resolved. So the world is in reverse, because world upright is all about completions and moving on to a next stage. But when it's in reverse, perhaps both of you can't move on because of some conflict that's happened within a stable relationship, or, as I say, somebody didn't want stability in a relationship and wanted to move on to a new beginning. Okay, so, and at the bottom of the deck you have Temperance, which is Sagittarius card. Temperance is all about gaining balance and patience, actually. So perhaps you're having to have patience with this relationship after conflict and having to reflect, and now you've probably both reflected on this connection that's not doing so well right now, but it's still not completed. There's things that need to be resolved here. We'll move on and dig a bit deeper to the Everyday Tarot, and we'll find out what this conflict is, perhaps what this new beginning is in this connection. Taurus, June 2020. Taurus, June 2020. Taurus, June 2020. Taurus, June 2020, please. Taurus, June 2020. Okay. Why does Taurus's partner see Taurus as being the 5 of Wands energy? Tell me about this 5 of Wands energy. Taurus, please. Why does Taurus partner see them as being in conflict? What's this conflict about, Spirit? What's this conflict about? What's this conflict about? Tell us about this conflict. Ooh! Okay. We'll take these. Won't take cards that dropped on the floor. But it was Death, Judgment, and Hermit in reverse. So it looks like some completion probably has happened, and you have the 2 of Wands, which says there's a choice that somebody has made, and maybe that has caused conflict in the relationship. And then you have the 7 of Pentacles. It's about looking at in your investments. Perhaps you've invested a lot of time and energy into this relationship, Taurus, or they've invested a lot of time and energy into a relationship, which has caused them to have to really make a choice. And maybe there's been arguments about this choice in the relationship, and they you have the 6 of Swords. So somebody wants to move away from any challenges that have happened in this relationship, these arguments of the 5 of Swords. energy. So let's see, why does Taurus partner view the relationship as the Four of Wands? Four of Wands energy, thank you. So you have the Two of Pentacles. So they view this relationship as stable, but something has been needed to be balanced out or juggled, okay, with the Two of Pentacles. And then you have the Five of Swords, which is conflict and battle of words. So there has been some destruction in this relationship. There's been harsh words, there's been differences of opinion. Perhaps somebody was juggling in the relationship, perhaps even a marriage, and somebody has discovered the juggling and it's led to some really harsh words. And the Five of Swords is, there's no winner in this argument. It will be tit for tat. And then you have the Moon. So there have been secrets within this relationship, and stuff that hasn't been said or will come to light with the Moon. The Moon denotes us not discovering something right now. So perhaps somebody has been juggling and kept secrets within this marriage or very committed relationship, and it's caused conflict, and somebody's had to make a choice. Although they invested a lot, they've had to move away with Six of Swords energy to come away from this conflict. Let's see, why does Taurus's partner see them wanting a new beginning? What's the Fool energy here for? Why is the Fool energy for where the relationship is heading? What's this Fool energy for where the relationship is heading? So it could be that somebody wants a brand new start in this relationship. Like that was the Hermit. I'm not taking because it fell on the floor, but there has been reflections. We had the Hermit in reverse. Tell me about this Fool energy, please. What's this new beginning Taurus's partner feel that needs to be taken? Tell me about this Fool energy, Spirit, please. One card, please. What's this Fool energy? What's this Fool energy? Now, the Fool can also make unwise decisions. It's about innocence. It's about being carefree. It's about taking on a new journey. But he's right by a cliff, so you could make a dangerous move. So why does Taurus's partner see them taking on the Fool energy? What's this new beginning about? What's this new beginning about? What's this new beginning? What's this new beginning? Ah, there we go. You have the Hierophant, so your partner sees you as wanting to take a new beginning, a new journey. The Hierophant is about higher knowledge, higher learning, education. It can be about religious religious bodies, i.e. being a Christian, Hindi, Buddhist, but it can also be about marriage. It's a Taurus card. It's another major arcana. So perhaps your partner views you wanting to take a new beginning, maybe in this marriage, maybe try to come away from this conflict with the Six of Swords energy. What we will do, we'll clarify now further And at the bottom of the deck, somebody is feeling very left out right now, maybe because of juggling in this relationship, and maybe secrets that have come out with the Moon card, and somebody moving away with the Six of Swords energy. So let's see, why does Taurus view their partner as the Hermit in reverse? Why does Taurus view their partner as the Hermit in reverse? Tell us about the Hermit in reverse for Taurus, June 2020. Why is the Hermit in reverse for June 2020? Thank you. Okay, the Hermit is in reverse with the Six of Swords, Six of Wands, clarifying it. This is the Victory card. So Taurus, you view your partner as coming out of the Hermit mode after lots of deep introspection, and now they are moving forward victoriously. Why does Taurus's partner see Taurus and the relationship as the Two of Cups in reverse? Okay, so you view your partner as the Two of Cups in reverse, so you view this relationship as not going very well, and you also view it as it's unstable. You had the Four of Wands upright. Your partner views it as being stable, but there was some juggling and some deception and harsh words. You're actually viewing this relationship as very unstable. There's no celebrations. There's no stability there. It's in reverse. Let's see. Why do you view this? Why do you view your partner as the World in reverse? What hasn't been completed here? Perhaps you both need to speak to each other about this conflict and the harsh words that were spoken. Taurus, let's see. Why does Taurus view their partner as the World in reverse? Why does Taurus view their partner as the World in reverse? What hasn't been completed in this relationship? Maybe you both need to console some issues to then get closure in this relationship. Let's find out. Why is the World in reverse? Why does Taurus view their partner as the World in reverse for where their relationship is heading? Why is the World in reverse for where Taurus? Thank you. Okay. They view you as not being able to move away. The Eight of Cups upright is either walking away or moving on to something else. But as you can see, there's lots of cups, so there was a lot of emotion. Here, it means that somebody is stuck. Something hasn't been completed. And I dare say it's to do with the Five of Wands energy, this combative energy that you're both in, and the Six of Swords, somebody wanting to move away from it. But perhaps these harsh words with the Five of Swords needs to be looked at and addressed by both of you. So then perhaps there can be closure and completion, so people can actually walk away from this. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Judgment. So Judgment is about rebirth. It can be a reconciliation card. So perhaps you both need to have some judgment, some last words perhaps, before you can both move on and turn the world back upright, or perhaps get together and take this new journey together so that you can have the Four of Wands, the stability that you want, and perhaps the commitment that that you or your partner want. So now, oh, excuse me, now what we're going to do is we'll take a look at a love oracle card. It's called the Lover's Oracle, and this is by Tony Carmine Salerno. Can't say it correctly. These are really lovely cards. They're a little bit hard to shuffle, but I presaged and shuffled the deck. One last shuffle. Cut the deck. Okay. Father God, Archangels and Spirit Guides. What messages do you have for Taurus? Okay, so we have one that flipped upright, so we'll take this one. And it says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joy. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Such a beautiful card. Open up your heart, maybe go to nature, get yourself grounded, so you can come out of this hermit mode after some reflection and know that you can still be happy, okay, even after conflict and even after the Five of Swords energy, having maybe some harsh words spoken. You both can find happiness, you both deserve it, okay? If you want this stability, perhaps you both need to reflect and then come out of hermit mode and communicate so you can take this new journey. So that's really positive. That's lovely. We will now get a couple of love bombs for you, and these are really lovely cards. They're called Love Bomb Kindness cards, and they are from positiveatmosphere.com. These are just general messages. They can be about anything. It can be about how your partner likes your work ethics. It can be they like your cooking or they miss you. So we'll find out what messages your partner has for you right now, Taurus. One more shuffle. Okay, let's see what comes out for you, Taurus. Cut the pack. Okay. What would Taurus's partner like to say? Taurus. What would Taurus's partner like to say to Taurus? What would Taurus's partner like to say to Taurus? Okay, we'll do that one fell on the ground. I'm not going to take it. We'll shuffle the deck again. And we'll do one more shuffle. What does Taurus's partner like to say to Taurus right now? What would Taurus's partner like to say to Taurus right now? What would Taurus's partner like to say to Taurus right now? Thank you. What would Taurus's partner like to say to Taurus right now? Okay, so they want to tell you that they love you even after the conflict, and perhaps why that's they want stability, okay, And perhaps that's why the world is in reverse, because there is still love here in this relationship. And perhaps that's why the Fool card is here. Even after all the conflict, they still love you. And they also would like to tell you that they admire your enthusiasm for your work that you do. So perhaps you're a really busy person, Taurus, and you really are committed to your work ethic. And perhaps that caused some conflict in your relationship, because maybe you was investing far too much time in your work. Now I'm going to just get some love messages, and these are from Tarot by Karen, and they are twin flame love messages. So we'll just see if there's any love messages coming through from Taurus's partner. Any love messages for Taurus from their partner? Love messages from Taurus's partner for June 2020. Okay. Any messages for Taurus from their partner? Messages from Taurus. Any messages to Taurus from their partner? Any messages? One more shuffle. Okay, so what they'd like to tell you is, I dream a lot about you. I dream about you at night. So you're clearly heavily on their mind, Taurus, okay? And they really do love you. And regardless of the circumstances, you can be happy. You can get through this combative stage in the relationship. And you can move forwards in victory if you maybe balance things out, okay? Perhaps this was juggling, but if you balance things out, you can move forward with the Six of Wands energy in victory. So I will close the reading there, Taurus. I hope it helped for you. Please, if you like the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe, make a comment. I really appreciate getting messages from you guys, and it helps grow the channel. And I just like to be in contact with all you subscribers. So thank you very much. Take care. God bless, Taurus.